You talk about the talent, obviously, at Syracuse. You also you got to 610 in Kansas City, which has been like a breeding ground for great
Yeah.
sports radio hosts like yourself. Shan Shariff was there before going to Dallas. Obviously, Danny Parkins, Nick Wright, Carrington Harrison is there now. He's one of the best in the country. It's impressive, like the list of talent that has been there and is there. What has made that such a great radio station?
I got there when we launched 610 in 2003. I was the evening host in '03, and it should be noted that under me at Syracuse, 2 years younger, was Andy Demetra, and Demetra is the voice of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. He had just graduated from SU. He had applied for an update job for this startup radio station, and they had said, "Do you know anybody that could host a lighter side of sports show for our night show?" And he said, "I think I might have the guy." And I had just started cutting my teeth in Fort Myers, Florida. I sent my tape. I never thought I would get that job. I thought I was too inexperienced, too green for a major market job at 23 years old, 24 years old. And they hired me. What that city allowed me to do was dig into a professional team. At that time, it was the Chiefs. Of course, it still is. But at that time, the Chiefs were all everything because the Royals were not. The Royals were terrible. But the Chiefs were big time, and it allows you to be in a market that has big time sports, a big time team, the NFL. Well, I think also being small enough to where you can perhaps take chances, you can cultivate what your personality is, see what works, see what doesn't. At least for me, that was the case. When I go back and listen to some of the tapes, and a few years ago, they had me come back when the station turned 20 years old, I think. And I did a fill-in show, and we dug up some of my old tapes. I said, I can't believe some of the chances that I took. Some of these bits are so bad. Some of these takes are ridiculous. Some of these characters are so stupid. And yet they allowed me to keep continuing, trying, and failing. And some of the things were big successes. And we had some big wins when I was there, and I ended up being promoted to the morning show at a pretty young age. But I thought it was a small enough community where you felt like you knew everybody. So there is this kind of support system in place. You don't get lost in the weeds, but it is big enough to where you get to cut your teeth with professional teams. And by the way, Mizzou is only an hour and 45 minutes away, and Kansas is 45 minutes away, and K-State's an hour and a half. So you have big time college sports all around you. So it is kind of the perfect cauldron to me of being young and trying things to get you to the next level. And also, they just have an ear clearly for hiring talent. And it's a little bit, I'm guessing, like a Tampa Bay Rays situation where you have to find the talent before that talent graduates to bigger markets or, bigger places. And they just have been really great at finding those types of people.